and I'm going to be refuting Tim's affirmative side, and I'm going to be disagreeing with him and saying that we don't need to test elderly drivers plus past the age of 65. So in his argument, the first mistake that I saw was that not everyone at age 65, like everyone ages the same. Everyone's going to age differently, and everyone's going to have different problems that occur when you age. Not when you turn 70, your vision goes out automatically. I know 7-year-olds that have perfect vision. So that's another concern, that the people are dramatically different rates. Some 6-year-olds have declined enough that driving is hazardous. Others at 80 are still safe drivers, but they are not designed for determining such abilities. We allow driver's license to all 16-year-olds who pass the road test, whether they are emotionally mature enough to drive safely or not. And so any age restrictions we may enact are bound to cut off the freedom of movement to many elders who should not be denied a license. And according to the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee, age alone is a poor predictor of individual ability. Like I was saying, everyone ages differently and everyone has their own health issues. And retesting only older drivers could be considered discriminatory, since crash per rate miles of travel show both drivers over the age of 75 and drivers between the ages between 16 and 24 are at higher risk than older people. The cost of retesting such a large portion of driving population would be prohibitive. Another mistake I seen was he says that weaker muscles reduce flexibility and limited range of motion restriction. Senior citizens drives ability to grip and turn steering wheel. I don't think if a senior citizen knew that they had problems driving, they wouldn't get in the car. They're more cautious, and you wouldn't put your own life at danger. And as far as the medications go, a lot of the medications that these people are taking, in the back it does have warnings that say do not operate heavy machinery. So I don't see why an elderly person, again, would put themselves or anyone else in that situation when there is things on back of medications that are labeled to not let them drive. Another thing that he said, as the age increases, it becomes more dangerous for elderly to drive. Fatality rate is as high as 60% of deaths and crashes involving drivers over 70. So elderly drivers are still very active until they reach the age of 80. Some of them, in the Rose Bloom, Sandra, the mobility needs of older Americans, she does research at UCLA. And she said that the elderly are very active until they reach age 80 or even older. Older men take as many as 22% non-work trips and travel less than 6% than a person of the under age of 65. So basically what they're saying is that people, when they get older, they're not going to drive as much because they know they can't drive as far as people who are 65 who are able to drive. Researchers also found that at the RAC Foundation suggests drivers age 75 and over make up 6% of license holders, but account for just 4.3% of all deaths and serious injuries. And then right here, my opponent says accident rates age 16 to 19 are from 15%, and then ages 20 to 29 are 21%. So if you look at those statistics, the accidents that happen are more likely to occur in actually people who are underage, and that's because texting and drinking. And if you look at older people, they avoid this a lot. They don't drink and drive. They're older, they have more experience on the road, so they're not going to be going behind the wheel intoxicated. And then according to the traffic safety facts of older population, among 65 and older age group from 2003 to 2012, the total population increased by 20. So by increasing by making elderly people take tests, it's just going to make more of a hassle at the DMV. It's going to create more problems, and that's what the statistic is saying. And if they show a table that shows that accident rates from ages 16 to 19 are actually higher, there are 4,040 accidents that occur for the more miles that younger people drive, as opposed to elderly people who drive less miles, and ages 75 to 84, there are about 837 more crash involvements. And then another thing is that, like I said, senior citizens are more precautious about when they drive. According to Bennett Ronnie of Elderly Drivers from Oncon.org, about 2/3 of seniors live in the low-density suburbs or rural areas. Both offer fewer transportation alternatives. So since there's less transportation opportunities for elderly people to take, they're going to stay off the road more, which is going to decrease the accidents that happen on the road. And then my last point is that the lower incidence of impaired driving, older adult drivers are less likely to drink and drive. Only 7% of older drivers involved in fatal crashes had blood alcohol concentration of 0.8 grams and higher compared to 24% of drivers between 21 and 64. And then the more accidents are actually seen in motor vehicle crashes and motorcycles rather than car accidents, and people who drive motorcycles are going to be often younger people. You're not going to see older people, so that's where a lot of the crashes are coming from as well.